In this video, I'm going to share with you some very weird ways to make more money on Upwork and find more jobs. The first thing I'm going to share with you three things in this video. The first one is how to start your proposals when you apply to jobs in a way that you get a lot more responses, and it's actually very easy. So let's say I'm going to go and look at all my jobs that I could be interested in. You could do the same thing by using search or any of your jobs on your feed. But let's say, I looked at jobs and this one looks interesting. So I'm going to click on it. And what I'm going to do is, writing a proposal, sometimes it takes a long time to write them because you have to read the whole project description, and sometimes these projects have long descriptions, so it takes a lot of time to just apply to jobs and find work, which is annoying because when you try to find jobs, you're not getting paid. You just get paid when you do the work. So there's ways to apply quickly and still look like you have read the job without having actually read the whole job. So I'm going to share with you how to do that. So imagine that this was a long job that had a long description and that looking at it would just take a long time. So what you can do is just copy and paste all the information on the description. And what you do is you just go on ChatGPT and you just ask ChatGPT to, oops, I just made a little mistake. Let's redo that. Essentially, what you ask ChatGPT to do is just to summarize what the client is looking for. So essentially, the question I asked, in case you can't see it, because if you're on mobile, it's probably going to be pretty small. So what I asked is, summarize what the client is looking for in this Upwork job post. So I'm just going to enter that. And then what you do is you just look at the summary of the things that the client is looking for. And so you look at things that maybe you're able to offer. So for example, if the client says that they're looking for someone who has experience customizing WordPress templates and themes, and you feel like it's something that you've done a lot before and you're really good at that, you can start your proposal by just saying, I see that you are looking for someone who has experience customizing WordPress templates and themes, and it's awesome because I've been doing that for the last 5 years, and I think I could be a good fit for your job. So just saying that, it gives the impression to the client that you have read the job posting because you basically say that you offer one of the things that they're looking for in the job posting without you having to actually have read the job posting. And the number one thing that makes clients want to read a proposal cover letter is when they notice that it looks like a cover letter that was sent specifically for them and that it couldn't be copied and pasted. So, the quickest way to apply to a lot of jobs is just to copy and paste your whole proposal. However, it doesn't work because clients can see it's copied and pasted. But using this technique is really cool because it creates this right balance that allows you to barely look at the job and still give the impression in your proposal that you've looked at it, so that you can apply to a lot of jobs with proposals that actually get read. So this is one of my favorite tricks about Upwork and ChatGPT. I think it's an amazing thing to do. And then you only look at the actual job and read it in detail for the clients who actually respond, because since less than half the clients even respond, it just saves you time to not have to read the ones that you wouldn't get a reply anyway. So the second trick I'm going to share with you is really cool because that's one of the tricks that can allow you to appear higher in search results, so that when clients search for freelancers, they're going to be more likely to find you. So you're going to get views and clicks on your profiles, and this can lead to job invitations, that sort of thing. But also it means that you're going to have a higher chance to be recommended directly by Upwork to clients when they create their job post, because when a client creates a job post, Upwork is going to recommend freelancers to invite, and that's a great place to be if you can get recommended. But also it's going to allow you to get your proposals to appear higher than the proposals of other people. So let me share with you what I mean. So let's say that you want to create your profile and optimize it so that you get recommended more and that you get more views on your profile. One of the things you can do is just identify the types of jobs that you want to have, and then you look at maybe a dozen different jobs that is similar, that is of that type. So what you do, imagine that I really want to do WordPress website jobs like this one, and I found like a dozen of these jobs, and I know it's like the type of jobs I want to do, and there's many of them on Upwork. What you can do is you can just look at the skills tags that the clients enter in there. So what you can do from that is that you are going to want to take all these skill tags that these clients put on the jobs that you have saved, like a dozen jobs that you found of the same type. You put them all on a Word document. And then you write how many times each of these skills appear. And then what you try to do is on your profile, in your skills section, what you're going to do is that you are going to prioritize entering the skills that appear the most in these types of jobs that are the types of jobs that you're looking for. So the key about that is that clients often are looking for your exact skill set or skill sets very similar to yours. But the thing is, they're using different words. And so if you're using the exact like technical terms for your skills, sometimes the skills that you enter are not things that clients actually enter in their job postings because they're using a different language to describe either the same thing, or some skills that you know you need are things that the clients don't know that are needed for the job. So they're not actually what the clients are looking for, even though those are actually the things that give the results to the clients. You know, the clients, because they don't know these terms, that's not what they're going to write. But the algorithm, the way it matches freelancers, the way it decides who to recommend, is based on how many similarities there are, how many matches there are between your profile, especially the skills section, and the job post. So the more relevant your skills are, the more identical your skills are on your profile to the ones in the actual job posts, well, the higher your proposals are going to appear and the more you're going to get recommended by Upwork to your clients. So this is a really great way to get more job invitations and also get more replies to your proposals. And it's actually very easy and quick to do. The last thing is going to be something that probably is going to surprise a lot of you, but some of you might already be good at that. But essentially, you want to talk to your clients when you're in interviews and when you're texting as if they were your friends and not as if they were your boss. When you do that, I'm going to give you a little quick story. One of my best friends, he's one of the best salesmen in Canada. He's broken records in like some of the big companies as a salesman. And so what he did is one day he was at this new company, a tech company that was selling like really expensive web services. And one day, I think he was like there for like 3 months, and his boss did a meeting with all the other salesmen and him, and he basically asked them on the spot, he wasn't prepared for this, like, how my friend was able to schedule as a beginner 2, 3 times, 4, 5 times as many sales meetings as the other salesmen who were more experienced, who were there for like years, how he was able to get so many more results than they were. And essentially what he was saying is that when he got on the phone to schedule his sales meetings and do his sales calls, he didn't talk to his clients as if they were, bosses or people he was afraid to bother. He was actually talking to them exactly as if they were their friends. So it was like, hey, John, I wanted to talk with you about, really casual. Like, no one starts a conversation with someone they don't know by starting by, hey, their first name. But what happened is that the people who respond normally to sales calls, they're used to hearing the way that salesmen speak, and we're used to have some sort of bad reaction to the way that salesmen normally speak, and also we're used to having a good reaction and associate good emotions to the people who speak like our friends. So what this does is that it ends up creating a better connection with the clients, increasing the chances that they want to work with you. And also because you don't treat them, talk to them the same way that their employees are talking to them, they don't associate you with people who they need to micromanage and look after. They actually see you as more of as equals on the emotional level, which means that they are going to give you a better experience when you're working with them. They're going to trust you more. They're going to be willing to spend more money for your services, and it's just going to give you much better results as long as you don't overdo it. I've had had experiences where I did go on Upwork as a client as well. And when I did some job posting, I had a freelancer, for example, he started his proposal cover letter by, "Hey bro, I can do that." It's like, no, there's levels of being too friendly. Like, "Hey bro, none of my friends even talk like that." Like that's like talking like teenagers, and that's like repulsive. Like, still talk like a respectful adult would talk to their friends, but be friendly and be casual, and talk to them like they're normal, equal human beings to you, not like they're special people that you need to lick their boots and like pay reverence to them and like do everything they say. No, you're equals, and they are actually the ones seeking an expert. So in some sense, they are seeking you as much as you are seeking them as clients. So you need to change the way that you emotionally, tonally approach the way that you communicate with people, both in your text and in your speaking with the clients. And my friend, who's one of the best salesmen here in Canada, and he's breaking records in almost all the companies that he's been working with in the last couple of years. That's his number one advice that he gives to people. Like, the main problem that people who try to sell stuff have is that they're too formal in their speech, and they're trying to be too respectful and not enough friendly and casual. So yeah. So these are my tips. If you're interested in hearing more about how to be successful in Upwork, you're going to want to subscribe to see all my other upcoming videos. With that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Now go out there and get some jobs.